Hello and welcome to an Hour of Devastation online kept sealed league here. So we're just going to do some deck building first. The way I do this is I usually sort by rarity in the beginning. Looks like, well, I was going to say we don't have good rares, but I mean, Pull from Tomorrow Hour of Devastation is a pretty sweet combo. Glorious End probably is not good in this type of shell. I don't think this card is playable, and Amid Eternal sweet, but likely will not fit into this shell. Double Abrade is also pretty nice. Magmaroth, not so much. Gale Strike is good. I like Censor, Bone Picker. Triple Supreme Will is pretty strong. Sinuous Striker, Merciless Eternal. So those are good, very like aggressive cards. Inferno Jet, damage to the opponent, probably not good here. Trial of Strength is good. So we also have Uncaged, the Menagerie. I'm not really sold on this card, but maybe it's good. But looking at all of this good blue we have, it's unlikely that we become green. Although these double Beneath the Sands, it's possible we become like 5-color green, so I'm not ruling that out, which would mean we want a trial. Okay, now we're going to sort by color. Double Traveler's Amulet is good in this type of deck. Desert of the Glorified cycles for black. So maybe we just don't even play black. We'll see, I guess, what other black cards we have. Lurching Rot Beast is kind of medium. Wow, we have 4. Merciless Eternal is good, but mostly in an aggressive deck. Trespasser's Curse, I don't think is worth it. What is that, like 2 mana, do like 5 damage? We're gonna win by like huge swings, not small beats. So I don't think we're gonna be black. So right now, I mean, the red seems really strong, even as just a splash color. Green could be the next one. So we have Scaled Behemoth, Ambuscade, Double Quarry Hauler, and then these hippos. Maybe that's okay. So let's look at the blue. Hieroglyphic Illumination for sure. The Drake. Unquenchable Thirst seems good. Strategic Planning, at least one could be nice. So in the red we have Open Fire, which I like. Puncturing Blow, which is pretty good. Double Grantic Titan, which is pretty medium. Magmaroth actually might be okay in this deck because we have so many spells. But let's see what else we have in other colors. So yeah, these are the 3 green cards. Beneath the Sands and Trial of Strength. I don't know if it's worth splashing just for those. So maybe white will be better. We have Godpharaoh's Faithful, no. Gerald's Renunciation, no. Sandblast and Aven of Enduring Hope. Conjuring Will. Okay, well, we could have a million counter spells if we want to. Wow, that's so many. That means we need some really good early interaction. Unsummon is kind of better with these million counter spells. And we have Pull from Tomorrow to recoup all of this card advantage. Okay. Okay. What does this do? Not this. Admit to Authority. No, we're not aggressive. Illusory Wrapping, Strategic Planning, Spellweaver Eternal. You know, I kind of like Magmaroth. We have so many counter spells. It's any non-creature spell, right? Yeah, which is like almost all of our deck. We have 3. Okay, hang on. We need a way to win the game. This deck only has 3 creatures in it. Okay, so we probably need this hexproof guy. Unfortunately, does not survive Hour of Devastation. Oh man. Uncage the Menagerie. Up to X creature cards with different names with converted mana cost X. So I could, like... Interesting. with different names with converted mana cost X. Do we want to do the X equals 6 monstrosity? I guess it's only 3 creatures. That's not very good. For 8 mana? Yeah, okay. This card's not very good. But we need ways to win the game. We have no... The biggest issue with this deck is we have no way to shuffle a graveyard back into our deck. So, like... We have a bunch of counter spells, but then... nothing to do with them. So yeah, that's not so great. Gilded Ceradon, I guess, could be good. Manticore does damage. Emberhorn Minotaur is good. Maybe Manticore is good. Maybe Spellweaver Eternal is good with, like, we played on turn 2 and then we just counter everything they do. Maybe we don't need these Traveler's Amulets. We can play just Strategic Planning instead of the Traveler's Amulets, because now we're only 2 colors, which makes our mana a lot better. We're going to group creatures separately. Expand this window a bit. Okay, this is a lot of counter spells. Likely too many. So I'm going to cut at least one of these countervailing winds. One of these Supreme Wills. Emberhorn Minotaur seems good. Manticore. Gilded Ceradon. Prey of the Accursed. Get in there. So we have the White Deserts. Those are just fine. Maybe we do just need these huge green creatures to win the game, particularly Scaled Behemoth. A lot of these cards survive Hour of Devastation, which could be a reason to put them in. I just don't know if it's worth making our mana quite bad, because we have already enough playables if we're going to play like these Grizzly Bears and this Spellweaver Eternal. I think given all the counter spells we have, it's better to play like a tempo game. So land an early creature, then we can Abrade or Unquenchable Thirst, their early drops, and then just kind of ride that tempo train out, and Hour of Devastation if things get dicey. That seems pretty good to me. We have a lot of low drops. Do we have anything else that we could put in? Kefnit's Monument is bad. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all countervailing winds. Yeah, those are both counter spells. Glorious End, yeah. Okay, so 26. I really wish these 2-drops were anything else, but we just need to get on the board fast, because then we can just hold up counter spells and just keep attacking them. So actually, you know, this might be like the one deck where we want an Inferno Jet, because we don't have many ways to finish the game, and this is just 6 damage to the face. Which is, you know, likely enough to finish a lot of games. So I guess I like that. Especially we have Pull from Tomorrow, so the card disadvantage isn't that big of a deal. So cards to take out. Gilded Ceradon, we have like 1 desert, so it's probably just gonna be a 5 mana 4/4, which is pretty bad. Shimmerscale Drake I like. Emberhorn Minotaur, Magmaroth will be pretty big. So we have a lot of little creatures. No, get back in there. Unsummoned's pretty good on the tempo plan. I think I'm going to cut at least one strategic planning. So we have 2 Supreme Wills and a Countervailing Winds. I think actually I'm just going to play 3 Supreme Wills. No. Yeah, I like the 2-in-1. Because this is like a hard counter later in the game. So like if given the choice, we can use this first. Open Fire, Puncturing Blow is pretty good. So a lot of this removal to deal with their creatures. I guess I'm going to cut the Striped Riverwinder. That gives me only 8 creatures, which is not much. Maybe I need him. Just as like a fail-safe way to win the game. I think I need this. So I think I should probably cut one of these spells. And I don't know which one it would be. Maybe 3 counter spells is too much. Maybe just 2 is good. So yeah, I think I'm torn between double Supreme Will or Countervailing Winds. I think I like Supreme Will, and then if I see that the games are going long, I can put in more counter magic, but in general this can also just look for a good card, whereas this card, like, cycling isn't that great. Okay, I think I like that. Although maybe strategic planning is too risky. Actually, I think it is, because if I hit, like, let's say I cast strategic planning and I hit like Emberhorn Minotaur, Magmaroth, Shimmerscale Drake. How do I win the game after that? And you know, it's just like a pretty medium card selection spell. Whereas now, if I play Countervailing Winds, I can still have this in the 2-drop slot where I can just cycle it for another card. But now it also has some late game utility without, you know, giving me the possibility of running out of ways to win the game. So I think I like that better. I think I am going to play Cradle the Accursed. Our mana looks decent. We're only 2 colors. 8-7. Let's sort by color. So I have a lot of early red. At least these 2. And a lot of double costed red. Sort by color. Yeah, so red is on curve and blue is reactive. So I think I actually like having just one more red. Because having like the 2-drop on turn 2 is very important. And like having counterspell on 3, like I can usually probably just play a creature instead. But the opposite's not always true. Plus, you know, having double red on turn 5 could be really important. So I think I'm going to run it like this. 16 lands. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have enough cyclers where 16 lands I think is good enough. And yeah, that's our deck. See you guys in round 1.